For the longest time, the world of really powerful AI has felt like one of those super exclusive five-star restaurants. The kind with an amazing reputation, but, a secret menu and a price tag that keeps pretty much everyone out. But what if a master chef suddenly decided to throw open the kitchen doors and just share the recipe with the world? Let's see what's on the menu.
So, to really get how exclusive this club is, you gotta look at the cost. The biggest names in AI, they've been operating with a ton of secrecy, guarding their methods like a family treasure and charging a fortune for access. The price of admission has been, well, astronomical.
And when I say astronomical, I'm talking about $100 million. Yeah, that's the rumored cost for a company like OpenAI just to develop its top model, GPT-4. This has been the massive wall keeping powerful AI in the hands of only a select few.
And this crazy high cost? It's all tied to a core philosophy. On one side, you've got the secret recipe approach, where all the code is kept under lock and key. And on the other, you have the public recipe, where the code is shared openly with anybody. It's this exact difference that DeepSeek is blowing wide open.
And this is where our master chef finally enters the kitchen. DeepSeek is a new AI that is completely changing the game by tackling this problem of insane costs and secrecy head-on. This quote, it just nails their mission perfectly. DeepSeek delivers that five-star, top-tier performance, but it was built on a serious budget. And then, and this is the most important part, they gave the recipe away to the entire world, for free. And just look at this difference. It's staggering. We're not talking about a small discount here. We're talking GPT-4's $100 million versus DeepSeek's estimated $6 million. That is a 94% cost reduction. For a startup, for a research lab, that $94 million is the difference between having a cool idea and actually making it a reality. It's proof that world-class AI doesn't have to cost a fortune. So what does having this public recipe actually mean for you? It means the AI is open source. Anyone, from a student in their dorm room to a small business owner, can look right under the hood, tweak the AI for their own specific needs, and even help make it better. It's a huge shift from AI as a product you buy to AI as a community project we all build together. So you're probably wondering, how on earth did they pull this off? Well, it's not magic, it's just really smart cooking. Instead of using only the most expensive ingredients like top-of-the-line GPUs, they made a hybrid system, mixing some of those premium chips with more affordable ones. Then they used this technique called sparse modeling, which is kind of like a chef only applying intense heat to the parts of the dish that really need it, saving a ton of energy. And finally, they focused on high-quality data over just, massive quantities of it. Better ingredients, better meal. It's all about working smarter, not just more expensively.
All right, enough about the recipe. Let's talk about how you can actually start cooking with this powerful and, most importantly, accessible tool.
And getting started could not be easier. Especially for non-technical folks, this is your front door. Just go to their website or grab the official app. There are no complicated setups. You can literally be experimenting in under a minute. But okay, what if you need to do more than just ask simple questions? What if you're trying to tackle something really complex, like a tough coding problem or some deep research for a paper?
This is where you need to activate Deep Think mode. Think of this as the chef's advanced technique for the really complex dishes. When you have a task that needs multiple steps, or deep logic, or some serious number crunching, you just toggle on Deep Think, and it gives the AI a major boost in its reasoning power. Now, one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, benefits of having the recipe is that you can cook in your own kitchen. And when we're talking about AI, that means keeping your data completely private and totally secure. For anyone, even slightly concerned about privacy, this is an absolute game changer. You can download this simple tool called Ultima, use it to install DeepSeek right onto your own computer, and then run it completely offline. Your sensitive data, your private documents, your secret business plans, none of it ever has to touch a third-party server. It's AI, but on your terms. Of course, even the best recipe can lead to a messy kitchen if you don't know the basic techniques. So let's quickly cover a few common mistakes and some pro tips to help you get the best possible results from DeepSeek. The number one mistake I see people make is just being too vague. I mean, if you walk into a kitchen and just say, make food, you're going to get a pretty generic meal, right? It's the exact same thing with AI.
So the solution is simple. Be specific. Give the AI some context. Tell it what your actual goal is. And here's a great pro tip. Actually ask the AI to ask you questions to get the information it needs. This turns it into a real conversation and leads to way better, much more tailored results. And hey, just a quick practical note,
DeepSeek can analyze files for you, which is incredibly useful, but you just have to be aware of the limits. You can upload up to 50 files in a single chat, and each of those files needs to be under 100 megabytes. Just keep that in mind so you don't run into any annoying errors.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. Why does a free, powerful AI recipe matter so much? Because it's about so much more than just technology. It's about who gets to use it and what they can create with it.
At its very core, this is a story about democratization. DeepSeek is tearing down the massive financial walls that have been built around elite AI. It's shifting power away from just a handful of tech giants and putting it directly into the hands of people everywhere.
So who wins here? Well, basically everyone. Developers can now build innovative new apps without needing millions in funding. Students and researchers get access to world-class tools for free. Small businesses can finally compete with their bigger rivals. And hobbyists and creators can bring their wildest ideas to life.
And that really brings us to the final and I think most important question. This isn't just about a new piece of software. It's about a whole new world of possibilities. So, if the recipe for a world-class AI is now free and open to absolutely everyone, what are you going to build with it?